Hey, it's on.
Same energy. brother Bishop.
We're gonna try. You say it's the Bishop.
All right.
He said, why you so sad?
He said, because I got married.
It's the Bishop,
And I.
and we're glad to be back again.
One more time.
One more again.
What's wrong with you, man?
Glad to be here. I mean, you know,
Lord help
how
us.
many shows have we done? I don't even
I don't know, 290. I don't know.
We close to one of them. I don't know.
We close. We close.
We just glad to be here. Glad that you have taken our time to be a part of this
Journey.
Yes, this journey. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Because
We will.
that tells us if we're doing what we need to be doing.
Mhm.
You know, we need your eyes and your ears and your comments.
Yes.
Yes, please give us those.
Give us a comment.
That will help us out so much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if it's a bad comment, we know how to delete it.
Mm-hmm.
But
He said, move on with life.
you just say we didn't answer that. You know, but thank you for being a part of this.
Yes.
And so today we got another good topic. And the question of the day.
Folks gonna fight us.
You think they are?
They might. The women may tune in to this one.
Yeah.
They look at their husband. You gonna answer them?
Yeah. They're gonna have a nice discussion. Talking about, I wanted to go to bed, but now because of y'all,
Yeah.
I gotta say have a discussion. Well, we're glad to help. you
Yeah.
know. The question is, why did I get married?
Oh my God.
Why?
He said, bow your head. Hold on, bow your head.
Now, see, for some people, that question is not a difficult.
Mhm.
It ain't difficult. For others, that question is just like, Lord.
And guess what? For some who got great marriages, it's not gonna be the answer you like.
Very, very true.
Not gonna be the answer you like.
And for those who've been married for a long time, you thinking that they're gonna say one thing and they're gonna say something
Saying
totally different.
totally different. Tell me.
So that's just the question that we have on the table.
Hmm?
What are some reasons that people are getting married? I ain't gonna ask you in particular. I'm not gonna ask you. I'm just gonna say in general.
I mean, you can ask me, my wife ain't here. No.
Hopefully she watching, liking, and share and subscribe.
You
But
better.
you should be subscribed already.
Mm-hmm.
That
In
you're not-
support of your husband.
Oh boy,
Sweet.
please. We're not even gonna do this.
We not. Let's get back on something.
So, what's the reason why people get married? And again, if you want to answer, why did you get married?
Why did I get married?
Why did you get married?
I got married initially
Mm-hmm.
to do the right thing in God,
Okay.
because I was just getting out of a relationship, and I had my wife now had got pregnant, and I went to God and I said, Lord, I said, I don't want to make the same mistake twice. I don't want to be divorced twice. I said, Lord, help me. I said, what do I do? And he spoke as clear as day. He said, you made covenant with her and gave her a child. And I was like, yes, Lord. So through hell or high water, we made it work. Going on 17 years.
Wow. 17. That's a nice
Say
number.
that. Say that.
That's a nice number.
Say that.
Now I got a question though,
Oh Lord.
because there gonna be some people that's gonna be
He's
watching
gonna try
this.
to get me. Oh.
No, because so I got her pregnant. Does that mean I got her married?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. That was like God answering me.
Mm-hmm.
That may not be God answering you. Please don't be on here talking about eyes told me if I knock up, I got to be. Don't do that. Don't do that. Had me out here face posted up on all type of social medias. Folks coming after me. He said, don't you do that to me. He said, you're not
said,
gonna have
right.
folks after me.
Yeah, that because you got some that they teach. If you sat there and did the do, then now you got to marry her. And
But I will say this: take responsibility.
oh, for sure,
Take responsibility.
yeah, and
'Cause-
don't do it again.
Hello, because that's called because the first one may have been a mistake. The second one is a decision.
But yeah,
We ain't gonna talk about it. We on the wrong subject.
I'm just saying because and you get people that get angry about this
Uh-huh.
conversation. Well, so okay, yeah, we slept together, and so I mean, why do I got to marry her? Or you got some of the women, I don't want to marry him. I just wanted to,
Yeah, I just wanted to have a good time. Now you know what scares me about that
what's the
is that God already sees us as we are. The you he has made in his fullest potential. That fullest potential may be married. So is that to say that God has already seen you sleeping with somebody else's wife? Or sleeping with somebody else's husband?
the questions we
Put
ask?
your hand over your heart.
I mean, and so is that the question is that a good reason to be married?
Mhm.
And honestly, just because you slept with somebody, now I'm gonna say this. Let me preface this: sex before marriage is no good.
No.
I want to put that out there first. So I don't want you to think the Bishop and I is up there condoning sex before marriage. No.
And let me put this out here too for you. Say you did it. That's the reason why we able to teach you that it's wrong.
Yeah.
We suffered the repercussions of it. So don't be coming for us on that one.
No, don't do that. Don't do that because that's not what we teach. But we live in a real world where people make decisions and stuff is happening, and so we're finding a lot of women out there. They got multiple children.
Me too.
Oh yeah, and so we need to let them know what. Okay, why do I get married? What's the purpose of getting married? The purpose of getting married, as he said, is the covenant between two individuals. A covenant, a promise that we do. As they say, I got the black book, the sickness and health. You're gonna love, honor, and cherish one another. It's a whole lot. You know what? I think what they need to do instead of just making you say the words, they should have it on the screen and make you read them, make
for
you look at them.
yourself.
You know what I'm saying? So you can understand everything that comes along with this. This is not just some words that we saying in the ritual. This is a promise before God that this is what we gonna do.
Yeah.
And I just don't. People, I don't think they take it serious.
No.
And one aspect I look at it, when you get these people that go out there and become reverends online and do all that, to me, you're not taking it serious. You're not taking it serious because I want somebody that, first of all, knows the man. They have spent time with the man. That's gonna help me. That's gonna lead me and my bride to the man. You know what I'm saying? I don't need somebody just on a whim because you're my best friend. I just want you to marry me because that'll be cool to have you up there.
We want it to look nice.
Yeah. No, I need somebody that know him. That's gonna help me. That because when things go bad, and they do,
and they will,
I need to come back to the person that told me to say these words. Listen, I'm going through A, B, and C. What do you got to say? I don't know. I ain't never tell you to get married. Matter of fact, you shouldn't have ever done it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I need help. And you're not there because they wasn't the right person.
Now, I'll tell you some wrong reasons to get married. Don't get married for money.
Oh, no, man.
Don't say, well, he got a good career. She got a good career. We can both be rich together. Wrong reason to get married, because folks will be you'll step out of there quicker than fire, quicker than you hear me?
Man, please.
Don't ever get married for money.
Don't get married for looks.
Oh my goodness, because looks change. Oh my goodness, look change. Now I ain't saying the initial attraction is not looks.
Oh yeah,
but don't let that be your foundation.
That ain't it.
Don't let that be your foundation.
No,
because them looks gonna change. I don't care how fine she is, she gonna get wrinkles in her face.
And everywhere else.
I don't care how strong he look. them muscles ain't gonna stay there forever.
And what if they get sick?
Hello.
What happens then?
And that's when it's heavy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
What
when it's
happens
heavy.
If a medical condition causes their skin to do something
Mm-hmm.
that is not attractive.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? What do you do then?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why you have to love that individual through all of it. That's why I say them vows,
Yeah.
they are so heavy. Whoever wrote those words, they wrote something heavy.
They knew what they was doing.
You know, those are binding words.
Yeah.
And that, again, I don't think a lot of people take serious. But then maybe some people take it so serious, that's why they're not doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I really don't agree to do none of that.
But they want the act that's held within it.
Yes, I want that. I want to be a couple. I want to hold hands. I want to have sex. I want to do all that, but I just don't want to be married to you.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want the commitment
Mm-hmm.
of it. You just want to play house.
Oh, so you got folks out there playing.
How many of us playing house? You can stay here. We can do this. We can
Pay rent together.
We're going to take pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, we all going to wear the pajamas, the same kind of pajamas, and we're going to send out Christmas cards. I just ain't going to marry you.
Ooh-wee.
So
that's saying something. I know most people say, well, that don't mean nothing to me as long as he stay or she stay faithful. Man, look, that means something.
okay, God see it.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? God see it.
So the question is you following God? Is we starting fights?
We probably the that's the folks ablaze. I ain't never watching their show no more.
Okay.
But you watched it to this point.
Because you either way, whether you watch the Bizhop and I show or not, you're gonna have to stand before
You got to stand before them. And we want to help you.
staying right.
Yeah, we want to help you. Stop playing house. Stop making excuses for yourself. If you love that man, you love that woman for real, marry them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Do that. And stop making excuses for yourself.
Yep.
And some of the excuses, I was hurt before. We all been hurt.
Hello. That's the truth.
We have been. I'm telling you, if you knew the stories that's been going on, and I can't push it enough. But you fell off a bike. Did you stop riding?
Nope.
You got back up and you tried again.
Yep.
You said, "Well, that ain't the same. This is different." Listen, life is full of ups and downs, challenges,
Yep.
maybes not. But does that mean stop living?
Yeah. Now, I'll give you an example. Just me and my wife, and just the commitment it takes to stay in a marriage. My wife had a foot on her surgery. Foot on her surgery. Jesus.
Foot on the surgery.
I need help.
So her foot was down there on top of the
surgery.
surgery?
Yeah. On.
So what they do with it? I need to know this.
But my wife had surgery on her foot. We live in a 2-story home. Now, she didn't want to sit upstairs in the bed all day, so when she wanted to come downstairs, I had to bring her downstairs. When she was ready to go upstairs, I had to help her upstairs. Now my job, I switch every 2 weeks. I do 2 weeks of 7 to 3, 2 weeks of 3 to 11, 2 weeks of 11 to 7. So as like on 11 to 7, when I got ready to leave out, she would say, "Baby, I can get downstairs on my own, but I can't carry out my stuff. Was she proper leg on, her blankets or whatever she needs, cords for her phone and all that stuff. I would have that stuff already sitting downstairs waiting for her. Because let me tell you something. When you make a commitment of this magnitude, and marriage is a big commitment,
Yes,
we got to stop looking at marriage as if it's something small, because it is not small.
Mm-mm.
You better get it in your head, and I mean deep in your spirit, you is in a lifetime of servanthood. A lifetime.
Man.
And sometimes you gonna serve more than the other person.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gonna serve to the extent of where you gonna get tired of serving.
Talk about it.
Am I saying
You
something?
talking. You keep going.
You gonna get tired of serving.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, oh my God, she doing this again. This is hurting again. But stick with it, man.
Yeah.
Stick
Because you
with
don't know the day is gonna turn around.
Hello?
where you got to get surgery.
Now, honestly, I never been in a situation. You know what? I'm about to lie.
Yeah, because
I'm about to lie. I'm about to lie.
Yeah.
I had surgery on both my hands.
Yes, you did.
And I'm just gonna keep it real with you. My hands was so I couldn't wipe my own behind. Jerry was like, "Fuck, this is a serious time, and you laughing in front of the people. I'm trying to be real with them."
Like, share, subscribe. You say you can hear the
But
exclusive.
you hear my heart on this. I had surgery. I had what they called a carpal tunnel. And when I went and got tested for it, my doctor told me I had the third worst case of carpal tunnel that you can get. And the only way to relieve it was with surgery. And so they cut you down the middle of your hand to fix that. That's the main muscle of your hand. My hand had no strength. When I tell you I could not hold toilet paper, I'm just being all the way real with you. Because we going to keep it all the way real on here on the Bishop and I show.
Sir.
I could not wipe my own behind. Do you know who came in and did it for me? That person that made them vows with me. Hello? That's the seriousness of it. The serious of it.
Marriage is not a glamour show.
No.
Yeah.
And so in the essence of that, you better make sure you stepping in there for whatever reason why you stepping in there. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you better have the right reasons, so forth and so on. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get into all that part, but you better make sure when you make them vows that you serious about them vows. You serious about them promises, because it's gonna be times that some stuff gonna be hard. And I have to applaud that gentleman. I wish I knew his name. And I would be glad to promote him. I don't know what that gentleman is, but I seen a video where the wife lost all body function. She lost all her hair. And she was, and he put, and she said, and she knows she messed up. And she said, "Do you still love me?"
I saw it. Oh,
And he turned around and said, "Why would you ask that? Yeah, I still love you. Yeah, I still want to be with you." And if you look at the pictures from before it happened, and then the what the sickness did to her,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, man,
yeah,
that takes some courage and some strength, commitment, and promise keeping.
yeah.
Whatever reason why they decided to say yes to everything,
Yeah,
to each other, that's what it takes to stay in a marriage, whether a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4, 17, 20, 25.
yeah.
That's what it takes to stay in a marriage, man.
I really respect those 20, 50.
25, 50
I respect
years?
5 months because, it takes a, but for the stick to it, the stuff that you done had to go through, the stuff that you've seen, the stuff that you experienced, and you just made up in your mind that this is it for me.
Yeah.
I saw a video where the woman was dealing with dementia and brought her husband to the area that she's in. So, everybody else she could not. When she saw him, it clicked who he was.
Yeah.
And she called his name out. And all she said, "He's here." And I don't know if his name was Dan or something. "Oh, Dan, he's here." And she was just so happy.
Happy, yeah.
All these years later, that however Dan was to her, blessed her at that moment to cause her to remember him again. And it's just like, and he was just glad, he was quiet and just glad to hold her hand. That's married. That,
Yes.
you go through rough times. And again, let me say this. If you get married to get nice pictures, go take some pictures at the amusement park. Get your thrills there. Don't get married. Because, catch this. You spend all that money.
Man.
For all them people to come, you trying to impress people to make them think that you something that you ain't.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? And then you left with a bill. And you left with a burden.
Hello.
And now y'all sitting looking at each other talking about,
"I can't stand you."
we actually did this? Why we?
Oh my goodness.
And then we asked, why did we get married?
Hello.
You're trying to impress folk. You're trying to impress them folk you went to school with, trying to make them think you had something that you did. I can't stand you.
Yep.
I ain't sleeping with you. We ain't doing this. Matter of fact, we'll just take pictures in public, but we're going to come home and be in our separate ways.
Wow.
It's real.
It's real.
Then it happens. And so we want you to avoid that.
So why do we get married? Doesn't really matter. What keeps you in the marriage? That's what matters.
That's what matters. That's what really matters.
Yes.
And I pray that when you decide to get married, that you make up in your mind that this is for the long haul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I ain't gonna like this.
We, oh,
I ain't
Lord.
gonna like me. Oh, Bishop. Don't get in this relationship with a parachute.
Oh, okay. I caught that.
If you gonna do this, do it all the way.
Mm-hmm.
But you got Hollywood telling you need a parachute just in case.
Sign this, cause just in case you want to get out of it.
I know I ain't gonna.
to me.
They ain't gonna agree with that.
Well, guess what? Then make sure you marry somebody that you know is trustworthy. All you marrying a person for their looks or what they did to you in bed or whatever you find a reason to say. It's a whole lot of reasons to marry somebody for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That will end in some messed up stuff because guess what? Sometimes it just ain't you and the couple that get messed up. Sometimes it's children that get messed up.
Hello.
In that.
And y'all selfish fighting each other and not realizing you got children that's down there.
Yeah.
I don't care what the age of the children are, they're affected by that.
Hello.
Anyways, we'll be here again all day doing this. Make sure, I hope, that you do get married. I hope you have a wonderful marriage. I hope that the Lord blesses you with many children. I hope that he pays your bill, that y'all have, years of love and commitment. I pray that for all that. And then I pray that when you do go through your storms, you go through together.
Amen. Amen.
I ain't got nothing else right now.
You ain't got nothing there?
I think we should go ahead and just wrap this up.
All right.
Thank you, Mogul Bound Media.
Yes.
You've always been there. Appreciate you so much.
Look real good.
Because this is.
I feel like I got the glow. We always got the glow.
We got the glow. We got the glow. And thank God for the glow.
Yes.
This has been the Bishop.
And I.
We'll catch you next time. This is the Bishop.